The Mendon-Honeoye Falls-Lima Sentinel welcomes you to this edition of the Mayor's and Supervisors Weekly Update, brought to you by...
Each week, our community makes history. Each week, you make history. And each week, there's only one source to turn to for the first take on history. You know what that is? Subscribe to the Sentinel right now to discover the history being made in your own backyard.
The Mendon-Honeoye Falls-Lima Sentinel. More than just your news, it's your history.
Hey, welcome everyone to this week's version of the Mayor and Supervisor Singular report. Well, we may have a couple extra. They might be popping in at any minute. We don't know. They're all over the place. It's a very busy time of year. I'm Chris Carosa, president of the Mendon-Honeoye Falls-Lima Sentinel, and each week we bring you the reports from the mayors and supervisors from all around the areas that we cover. This week we'll be starting off with John Moffett in the town of Mendon. John, how are we doing in Mendon?
Good, Chris. Happy fall to everybody out there. So on October 18th, we had our public hearing for the 2022 budget. It was approved. There is a 10% tax cut across the board for just to give you an example, for a residence that is assessed at $250,000 in the town outside the village. It would be about a $67 reduction in their town tax. Does not affect their school tax, does not affect their county tax, and does not account, if you're in the village, obviously it doesn't affect that either. Been out on visiting a few people over the last several weeks or months. And one thing I wanted to remind everybody listening is to please check your house numbers. Some folks have house numbers that are you can't read them. You can't, they're hard to see. Sometimes the numbers start peeling off, that kind of thing. Just for our emergency services, it's a great idea to check that, especially this time of year when we're seeing so much of so little of daylight, I should say. So I would encourage everybody to check that. Also, we're going to be having a public hearing on November 15th for our fire protection contract. That contract is on our website and is available at Town Hall if anyone would like to review it. Let's see, we did groundbreaking on, it was a week ago today, on the 15th of October for the military memorial and spray park that's going to be on Summel Road. Hope to have that completed by Memorial Day of 2022. And the last thing I'm going to reiterate what Supervisor Falk mentioned, I believe last week, is that there are several propositions on the ballot this November. And I would encourage everyone to read those and to do their due diligence as far as figuring out, because sometimes it's those things are hard to interpret, and certainly decide what's in your best interest and pay attention to those propositions, because they will be on the back of your ballot in November. And I know early voting has started, so if you cannot make it on election day, please check the Monroe County website for locations that will be open for early voting and their times that they'll be open. Thanks for having me.
All right. Thanks, John. Rick, Village of Honeoye Falls, what's cooking there?
Hey, it's great to see everyone today. As we get into the fall season, please remember that brush pickup within the village has ceased. We are now in the leaf pickup mode. Please work on raking your leaves to the curb or roadside, as our crews will be picking them up daily through the fall season. Also, and we know it's a struggle for everyone, but try to get as early a start on this as you can. Our concern is always that if we have an early snowfall, a heavy snowfall, or some sort of an ice event, that makes it very difficult to get those leaves picked up. So the earlier the better. I know you can't rake them until they come down out of the trees, so do your best. We are very happy that some of our traditional holiday events are indeed being planned again. The Honeoye Falls First Presbyterian Church is planning its annual Teasar for Saturday, December 4th. And this is always a fun event that the church hosts, a fun event to purchase those crafty Christmas holiday gifts. And I know they will be advertising right here in the Sentinel coming up very soon. But that is currently scheduled for the 4th of December. The annual Honeoye Falls Fire Department Christmas Holiday Parade is also in the planning process. This is a wonderful event in the community, and it's currently scheduled for Saturday, December 11th. The big change to the event this year is that they are hoping to have it begin in the same place as normal, but instead of ending at the fire hall, they are planning on having it end at Harry Allen Park outdoors. And we're going to hope to have Santa fly into fly and land at the gazebo instead of at the Honeoye Falls Fire Department facility. And again, advertising for both of these events will be forthcoming in the Sentinel. Coming up on October 30th at 7 p.m., that's a Saturday at the HFL Auditorium at the middle school, our incredible Honeoye Falls Community Concert Band will be playing their fall concert. It begins at 7 p.m. It's a wonderful opportunity to hear great music, and it's free. It's provided by your very talented neighbors putting that music out there. And then lastly, on November 16th, we are working on getting a public meeting scheduled at the Mendon Community Center. And again, our thanks to our partners at the town of Mendon for allowing us to use that facility. That'll be on the 16th of November from 7 to 9 p.m. And this is going to be regarding the Village Comprehensive Plan. We've had a comprehensive plan review committee working for a couple of years now, or a year plus, to update the comprehensive plan. And this is not, I want to stress, this is not a rewrite. This is simply reviewing the comprehensive plan as we try to do every 5 to 7 years to make sure it still meets our needs, to make sure that the verbiage is good. So there might be a couple of small tweaks in it, but it will be very minimal and no real changes as far as whole new areas being introduced, et cetera. But we will invite the public to come in and listen to that presentation by the Comprehensive Plan Review Committee. And then based on that meeting, that will be sent to the Village Board of Trustees to have a public hearing and approve that update. So that's it for us right now, Chris. We appreciate the opportunity. It's always great to see everyone.
All right, thanks a lot, Rick. Mike, the town of Lima, how are we doing there?
Doing good. Zoom had to be reinstalled in order for me to get on the call today, so here I am. The Lima Rotary will be hosting the Trunk or Treat right on Halloween, Sunday, October 31st, here in the parking lots behind the town hall. Great opportunity for the kids to hit all of the cars and pick up goodies all in a very small, easily watched area. Next door, of course, we have the courthouse with the trooper barracks. The troopers do have a sign out front asking for troopers. If you or anyone you know is interested in becoming a New York State trooper, there is an exam that you take. You sign up online at joinstatepolice.newyork.gov. The town of Lima, of course, as we're kind of sliding into the year end, we'll be looking to have a full slate of people to appoint to committees at our organizational meeting. We are currently seeking people for the Zoning Board of Appeals, the Planning Board, the Ethics Board, the Assessment Board of Review, and a town historian. If any of these things appeal to you or you are curious, give us a call here at the town hall, 582-1130, and I'm happy to go through what the requirements are and commitments and how it would be fantastic for you to help support your community. Voting on November 2nd is here at the town hall. And just as John said, please, please, please review the ballot propositions and make sure that you turn your ballot over and vote on them. Not voting on the props is kind of the implied agreement to them. And you may be surprised at what you're agreeing to. That's all I've got. Thanks, Chris.
All right, Mike. Great. Thanks. Wow, this was quick. Anybody forget anything that they wanted to add? Seeing none, I want to thank you all for listening, reminding you that we're here every Sunday at 1 p.m. Again, it's a bye week. If nothing else better to watch, then watch your mayors and supervisors tell you about what's going on our Facebook page or YouTube channel. For those who aren't here today, they'll be submitting what's going on in their town and village, and you can read about it in next week's paper. So thank you all for listening. Thank you all for participating, and we'll see you all next week. Bye-bye for now.
Take care.
Imagine yourself communicating with a difference. Pan-Dimensional Solutions helps you do this. Whether live spectator events, taped broadcasts, or real-time audience-engaging programs, you can benefit immediately from the tools Pan-Dimensional Solutions will share with you. Do you want to make a difference? Contact us at pandimensional.com.